It must be springtime. We sang about a beautiful spring day, and we heard lovely spring music from Michael already this morning. While this is a brand new day, and we welcomed it in joy with singing about morning, birds, dewfall, a sunlit heaven, grass, sweetness, completeness, praise, rain, sunlight, elation, and recreation, I want to take a moment to recognize that this day is a special day in certain other people's lives as well. April 30th is not only the 58th birthday of Nancy and my youngest son, Mark, our youngest son, Mark, who lives in Phoenix, Arizona, but it's also the 29th anniversary of the day I retired from the Internal Revenue Service. Hallelujah. Well, when Mark, he also retired about a month ago, I said, what? You are our youngest child. You cannot retire. You're too young. And he says, I'm 58, Dad. And I go, yeah, well, how old were you when you retired? Well, that's immaterial. I was 55 when I retired, so he had the last laugh. Well, he at least is making hay with his retirement already. He's already volunteered at the Kadampa Temple for World Peace near the Grand Canyon. He is a practicing Buddhist, and he went out there to help them set up for a conference, a week-long or just a weekend-long conference. So he's already giving of himself back to the community. Well, it's a new and different day. I need to say happy birthday, Mark, and I'll give myself a nod for achieving another milestone. 20 years of successful retirement. I'm one of the best retired people. Anyway, we have some, we have a mini message. Here we go. Catherine Stewart.
So, did you ever have one of those days when everything hurts? Your back hurts, your knees hurt. The bottom of your heel feels like a great big bruise with every step you take. I was having just such a day yesterday. On top of that, I'm taking care of a cat 3 times a day. That's what I do to earn some money. Baby Kitty, yes, that's her name, is 20 years old. What's that, like 150 in cat years? She's a skinny, scrawny thing, a bag of bones, with big clumpy snarls of hair all over her because she can't really take care of herself. But you can tell she was once a beautiful blue-gray Persian cat that her kitty mama loves dearly. She was having a cranky day yesterday. I tell you, if I were 150 years old, I would probably be a cranky bitch too. I'm supposed to give her a syringe full of meds twice a day. Friday, everything went off without a hitch. But yesterday morning, she was not having it. She pretty much attacked me, growling and hissing and whacking at me with her paws. Not only that, she then stalked me out into the kitchen and around the kitchen island. Thank goodness she is a 150-year-old cranky bitch, or things might have been worse. As it is, she only got me on one finger with one claw. Granted, it was a very sharp claw. I called her mama, and we resolved things by having me empty the syringe on top of her wet food and covering it up so that she can't see it. Her food is very wet because I mix it with water to make a gravy, which she will then lick up. When I went back yesterday, late afternoon, it looked as if she had gotten the meds. I decided to just let her be to give her some time to get over the whole thing. I scattered some treats on the bed where she was nestled among the pillows and just went about doing the other stuff I needed to do. Then I left. As I limped out to my car, I was thinking about all of the places I was hurting that day, including a cat scratch on one of my fingers. I was thinking about being really tired of everything hurting all the time. Truth to tell, I was getting a little whiny in my head. Then I started to think about what I could do to change some of this. Like Baby Kitty, there can be some resolution. At first, I was thinking, I'm old. I'm 72, and a week from tomorrow, I'll be 73. I'm old. Nothing to be done about that. Then I thought, you could get more exercise. We'll just put a pin in that for right now. You could eat better. So I have a 3 o'clock appointment this afternoon for a phone consult with a woman who does health coaching, whatever that is. You can put the magic arnica cream on the bottom of your heel and let that work all night. Then I thought, you have the healing circle on Monday night. You can take all of this there and get some wonderful healing energy. And you have church. You are not alone in this. These are people who have probably experienced many of these things. If you ask for help, someone will help, maybe several someones. You have only to ask, the easiest advice to give, the hardest advice to do. And don't be offended when I run right out after church to take care of Baby Kitty for lunch.
Thank you, thank you. That was wonderful. 10 years ago, when I turned your age, I finally decided I wasn't getting into old age. I'm just approaching middle age. Wait till you get to where I am, where I'm approaching elderly age. Only approaching, mind you. All right, we have some announcements today. First off, we're not going to have our usual setup after church in the hall because all of our tables and some of our chairs are over there at the Cotati Historical Celebration, their annual barbecue chicken, which some of us are planning to attend. So let me see. Let me tell you about that. Oh, well, we will have some coffee and nibblies next door. We just won't have any place to sit at a table. So those of you who are going to the chicken barbecue, don't feel guilty about leaving us right away. But if you haven't planned on going, they have more tickets and they will sell them to you at the door. Just kitty corner across the street there at the Ray Miller Community Center in the Cotati room. It was $20 in advance, $25 at the door, and they're going to have half a barbecue chicken, beans, coleslaw, roll, and drink, and takeout would be available. Beer and wine will be for sale as well. And there's going to be live music. One of your favorite bands apparently is going to be there, the Bluebirds. So if you haven't decided to already go, you might now decide to go. And we do have, by the way, a couple of tickets available, probably at the $20 range. If you want to go and you want to pay $20 instead of $25 a piece, see David. He's got 2 extra tickets that he wouldn't mind selling for no profit at all. Well. All right, that's the old-fashioned chicken barbecue. Then we have Thursday Spiritual Book Study Group is going to be May 11th and 25th. Is that correct? Yes. So that's a week from Thursday and 2 weeks later. and they go from 10 a.m. till noon in the hall. You're welcome to join that. Healing Circle, you already heard Catherine mention that, and it's very beneficial, apparently. Not apparently, we all know it's beneficial. Every Monday Eve, this whole month,
Yes,
right here.
in May, every Monday night at 7 here.
Every Monday night, 7 p.m., right here. All right, let's see, what else? Board meeting, I believe, David, you're going to conduct a board meeting on May 14th at 9 a.m. in the hall. The board members are expected to attend. Others are invited to attend if you wish. And the Community Cabaret at the Oaks this month is going to be a week early. We usually have it the last Saturday of the month. Well, this time it's going to be May 20th because that's the time when this special group is going to be available. And it will be in the newsletter that is sent out tomorrow. So you'll have information that appears on this flyer, and there's also copies of this flyer back in the foyer. But what it is they don't have a name, but it is an eclectic and electric mix of genres, voice, violin, and piano. And it's Butterfly Fiddle Hooper, that's her name, and Krista Durand. And according to Patrick, they're marvelous. You don't want to miss that. So pick up one of these flyers there, take a look at the newsletter when it comes out tomorrow, and you'll want to be at Saturday, May 20th, 5 to 7 p.m. in the hall, free. Bring some food if you wish. All right. And then we are going to have a potluck on the last Saturday of the month, May 28th, in the hall right after church.
Last Sunday.
Last Sunday, not Saturday, last Sunday. Thank you. Keep me on the straight and narrow, folks. Oh, and then we have some information about our COTS activities. Sabrina, you have some info for us.
My laptop went dead, so I still didn't print out. Thank you to Patrick for getting us some baskets back there for me to start assembling them. I'll read the list off again of the things we can use. What COTS is hoping for is hoping for our church to maybe provide about 20, but however many we put together, and coming in stages. The building that they're renovating, construction's moving slowly, so as 3 or 4 units come, they'll call on us and we'll bring our stuff over. The items needed: cleaning supplies, Windex, all-purpose spray cleaner, toilet cleaner, disinfecting wipes, Swiffer with wet and dry refills, dish towels, dishwashing brush and sponges, dish soap, 5-gallon garbage bags, a roll, not packages, but a roll of toilet paper per person, roll of paper towel, hand soap, laundry soap, dryer sheets. Add-ons can be shower curtain and clips, toilet brush, full-size bed sheet sets, those must be new. Bath towel set, 1 bath towel, 1 hand towel, 1 washcloth. So somebody brought a set back there, and now 2 baskets have been needed there. Simple dish set for 2 dishes, bowls, cups, and flatware. And so I will be printing out flyers to tape to there. That way we'll just cross off the items as each one gets completed. And a big thank you to Pat for filling those up, for taking care of the baskets. My sister's going to go and check and see if we can get some buckets from Home Depot or Lowe's on a donation basis, but this got us started. All right, thank you all of you for helping. Oh, and the other note, I took a couple names last week of those who were willing to come set up some rooms. They had already, in the meantime, they'd taken care of that. But we're going to keep your names on hand though, and let you know when the next time they're ready for our help.
Okay.
We don't have a deadline. We can keep bringing stuff.
They're looking. It was thrown out there in the middle of May-ish, but construction's moving slowly.
Thank you, Sabrina. Is there any other announcement that we need to announce? If not, it's time for us to stand and sing a wonderful song. You've heard me extol the virtues of the wisdom in the book written by Don Miguel Ruiz, The 4 Agreements. And you most likely remember, I'm particularly impressed with the first one of those agreements. Be impeccable with your word. So be impeccable as you sing wonderful words of life. Number 190 in the Wings of Song.
Bring them over again to me, wonderful words of mine. Let me know home, wonderful words of love, gems of wisdom thrilling, thirst for truth fulfilling, beautiful words, wonderful words of love, beautiful words, wonderful words of love.
Now, for the one person that I know is here for the first time, don't be frightened. This is when we greet each other in the way that we're most comfortable with. Some like to hug, others would rather just wave. You be comfortable. Greet your fellow member.
Oh, thank you so much. Good to see you.
Oh my gosh, you're here. We didn't see you.
You weren't through? Well, take your time. I promise you can hug afterwards. Now we take a few moments to acknowledge all the abundance that we enjoy here in this church community and our regular community. And we're so thankful we're able to share what we do have with others who maybe don't have quite as much. While we don't pass a basket here, we do appreciate whatever donations one would like to leave in the basket as you leave today. It's a personal choice, what you want to give, how much, and to whom. And many of us here are tithing on a monthly basis, so we don't put anything back there, but we still support everything the church does. We not only have sufficient funds to operate this tiny but mighty church, but we've also managed to be able to tithe every quarter to another nonprofit organization in the community, in the larger community, that we believe is doing a really good job of supporting people in need. So we still do this every quarter, thanks to all of the donations and help from you folks. So let us read together in the middle of your order of service the affirmation of abundance. And here we go. At least once in every day, may I shift my attention to become aware of the vast abundance that enriches my life every minute of every day. Let's ponder that for a few moments. Thank you, Michael. Now, in preparation for the practice, let us open the Wings of Songbook again to number 97 and sing all the verses of In the Stillness of the Silence.
In the stillness of the silence, I am one with perfect life. I am healed, I live with freedom. Joy fills me, thrills me, mind and home. In the stillness of the silence, I am one with God alone. I am wise, my thoughts are loving. Peace now fills me, thrills me, mind and home. In the stillness of the silence, I am one with God the good. I am trusting as I listen. Faith now fills me, thrills me, mind and home.
Good morning. First off, I want to thank Catherine for that mini message. It was such a perfect illustration of what I was going to do today, which is all about where we put our focus. I would say there's probably no single more powerful way to improve your mood, your vibration, whatever you want to call it, than shifting your focus to gratitude and also just asking, what could I do to support myself right now, as Catherine demonstrated in her message. So for today's practice, we are going to take a virtual gratitude walk together. It's a guided meditation, but I want to encourage all of you to bring this practice into your daily lives however you can. It's a perfect time of year for that. There's so many beautiful flowers everywhere. And the idea of the gratitude walk is that you take a stretch of, a place that you can easily walk around for a few minutes, and while you're walking, you try to keep your mind focused only on gratitude. So you might just be grateful for this flower, that bird, this tree, but as you start to get into it, you can add more things from your life and eventually even bring the gratitude back to your own heart, which actually is the most powerful thing of all. So for right now, we're going to take a guided meditation, gratitude walk, from here down to the big oak tree across from City Hall at the edge of the farm there, which is one of my favorite trees around here. And so we're all going to imagine that we're just getting up and slowly filing out of the church, down the sidewalk, and even now, as you're walking, notice the fresh air. Notice the green of the grass. And as we cross West Sierra here and begin to walk down the sidewalk, just notice the flowers, notice that breeze, beauty of spring all around you. And as you slowly make your way along the fence, start to welcome memories of those things in your life that you have to be grateful for. There's so much for each one of us. And just bring those to mind as you continue to walk. Noticing that big, beautiful, many 100-year-old oak tree at the corner. And just standing in awe for a moment of that tree. Feeling your heart just expand with gratitude to live in such a beautiful place. to have so many of your needs provided for, and to have the opportunity too to share with those you love. As you walk around this tree, start now to bring to mind those things that you feel are gifts that you carry in your heart that make you unique, that only you can give. These are things to be grateful for, almost more than anything else, because the truth of the matter is that what we focus on expands in our experience. And when you focus on your own good and your own gifts, those things become more available, more present in your life. You feel more on purpose. Are you a good listener? Do you know how to step up when there's a way that you can help? Have you been generous with time, money, thought, and treasure? Time, talent, thought, and treasure? That's it.